Okay, so there's one of two videos I'm gonna make today. I guess, let's get this one off the top of my head. Nothing I hate more than someone who judges you for your dating life knowing theirs is fucking worse. Because I remember after the Riley shit, like, this girl wasn't giving any sort of support when I was talking about all the good shit. When I was like, oh yeah, he's so sweet, he got me roses, he did this, he did that, da da da. She wasn't showing any sort of support or interest or anything. Why? Because she's probably a fucking hater. And then two, guess what? When I did actually say openly, like, oh, like, I don't know, is this a red flag or not? I don't think so. I think I'll just keep note of these. And it's like, if you know that I have trouble identifying red flags and you call yourself a friend, it's weird that you're not showing any sort of support my way for the good, but you're also not showing any support for, like, letting me be aware of the bad. So it's like, okay, so you're not showing like a protective, hey, watch out for those traits. Hey, look him, and then guess what? Shit hit the fan with Riley, and then this bitch wanted to not be like, oh my god, are you okay? She wanted to be like, oh, it's a sign that you need to choose better men. That's really fucking funny coming from someone who is knocked up by a degenerate, broke loser. How are you dating a coke dealer? You're dating or you dated, past tense, you dated a coke dealer who didn't spend any money on you. Why would you date a coke dealer who is broke and not spending shit on you? How are you hustling backwards? Because you can't say that I choose bad men when it's like, okay, Riley was still a good dude. Emotionally stable for the most part. Did he fucking lie? Of course he did. He was a piece of shit for that. But guess what? Emotionally stable, financially stable, very sweet, very thoughtful, showed an interest in my life, and vice versa. He was very romantic and very sweet. Like, not everyone is like you, bitch, in the sense of, ooh, I'm not gonna ever trust the good ones. So I'm like, bitch, okay, because it's like, at least for mine, even like, even after things were said and done with him, I searched the internet high and low to see if there were any signs of any bullshit with any sort of ex. I didn't see shit. I did not see shit. Like, at best, I could have been a fucking psychotic bitch who goes, okay, we had one single date. I'm gonna go through the fucking Twitch fucking followers he has and then DM this one random girl who may or may not be, like, in his life whatsoever, and stalk her. Like, I just, that's what psychos do. And I like, I've already had enough of that. I was like, I'm gonna be a normal person who just takes things at face value, and then if red flags pop up, I will address them. So how was I supposed to know that I would wake up at fucking 8:30 the next morning having to throw hands with some random psycho bitch? Because guess what? Even now, post everything that's happened, I tried to look shit up. I would have not known that even if I did do heavy ass stalking. And if that homegirl really was a homegirl, she would have encouraged that and then been like, hey, let me do some research for you. Oh, like, hey, I can try to see if I can get into this one girl's account and see, like, if she's, like, dating him, his ex, anything. Like, that would have been great. But no, she didn't, because she just wants to be a fucking hater. So I'm just saying, like, she could have been a supportive friend, but she wasn't. And so it's just kind of shitty to me to be like, ooh, Tamia, you need to pick better men. Be more selective about the men in your life. That's wild, because you're pregnant with a coke dealer's baby, and he fucking abandoned your ass so he could try to get on Kill Tony. He's not a good fucking person, bitch. You knew he wasn't a good person. You chose to get pregnant by someone who stabbed himself and rubbed the blood all over you. You chose to get pregnant by that guy. He doesn't even pay for your own fucking food, and you believed that he would support you and a baby? Really? Really? I know how it feels to be dumb and in love, and like how you'll believe a dude at face value even if his actions don't align, so I'm not trying to shit too hard. Also, obviously, he's the fucking evil perpetrator here, but it's just like, okay, girl, can you maybe, like, how do I put this? Don't throw stones with glass houses. Do not! Because you can't tell me that, like, oh, well, your fault to me for going for this, like, really financially stable, emotionally stable, sweet, caring, generous, thoughtful, funny, charming, big booty white boy. Like, that's your fault for believing he was a good person off the bat. Okay, well, you saw this nigga was a million fucking red flags, and you wanted to collect a million and one and also his nut, and now you have a baby. Maybe you should not be the person to be like, ooh, choose better men. And also, if you really wanted me to choose better men, you would have helped me out. You would have shown any sign of red flags. Another so-called friend of mine did similar. I told them about the fight, and they showed, like, mostly support for me, but they said, yeah, I guess gotta be careful with it. I guess that means you gotta, like, stay away from people like that, huh, Tamia? And it's like, that's fucking wild that you say that, because it's like, I was telling you all about this nigga just the few days before, and you were like, he sounds fantastic, he sounds amazing. You didn't say, like, I told you everything. You didn't say he sounded like a red flag to me. You didn't say anything. You didn't spark any questions. So how was I supposed to know he was a bad guy if not even you believe he's a fucking bad guy? Fuck. Like, what the And that coming from someone who has taken back their repeatedly cheating ex multiple, many times, you should look in the mirror and tell yourself that, my dude. You don't need to tell me that. It pisses me the fuck off. What the fuck? Like, you took her back after she tried to cheat. She tried to convince you to be poly, as if that was gonna fix shit. You didn't like it, and now she's acting like you're the fucking problem. And then guess what? She's still trying to message dudes behind your back on some, oh, haha, thank you for the compliment. Yeah, my boyfriend doesn't like the poly thing. He's not ready for it. Trying to act like you're not a fucking man. Maybe you need to leave that bitch, okay? Okay? It sparks the issue of like, hey, so if someone with a fucked up relationship says that your dating life is fucked up, are they twice as correct or not correct at all? But it's like they don't have self awareness, so what can I say? Also, it annoys me too. Like, yeah, I remember when I was dating that guy Morgan. Like, he was a piece of shit, yeah, but then guess what? Things actually went really well with him for like several months. It was actually like really good. And I was telling my ex homegirl at the time, I was like, oh yeah, he's so sweet. He gets me roses every time he sees me with baby's breath, like handmade bouquets. And we're going out to like all these like fun little dinners, like romantic dinners. The sex is amazing. We're having fun just playing video games and talking. He's opening up to me so much more. Like, he even just surprised me with like a really nice like mystic topaz ring and a matching like tiger's eye bracelet just because he felt like it and he could. He's even surprising me with pants. He's just being so sweet and thoughtful lately. And then she was like she was given that same stank ass energy of like, ooh, well, like she basically was trying to be like, she was trying to speak negative energy into the shit that was going well. To an extent, I get it because she saw me cry over him for most of the fucking year and stuff. So I didn't hold too much disdain for it, but it was like it's been months, everything has been going absolutely great, and I don't remember what she said exactly, but I remember that like a week before or so, she with her nightmarish ass 8 year situationship, like 8 years and you're not even his girlfriend. That's wild. And he says he's gonna marry you and have kids with you, and you believe him? He can't even make you a fucking girlfriend. Why are you waiting 8 fucking years? I try not to. I try not to shine judgment. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all date people who we should never fucking date. But just to an extent, I cannot relate. That rhymes. Do it all the time. A bars. Sorry. Jesus, be appropriate for once. I'm sorry, girl. But yeah, her relationship with that man who gave her multiple STDs and then, but still was slut shaming her for being like a stripper and doing like just constantly like making her feel like shit, verbally super shitty and super manipulative. And and it's like she didn't even like him. She'd be like, he's bald and he does steroids and he kind of fucks weird. And it's like, yeah. But I would try to set her up with better men, like men with hair and real muscles who actually, like, could take her on a date and not like give her gonorrhea and chlamydia and God knows what else. Like, okay, it's like if he already gave you one STD, why would you keep going back? Anyway, well, okay, but at the same time, I can still understand that it's like low self esteem and like relationships like that are hard to leave. Like, trust me, I know. Like if anything, I should be showing more grace than I am right now because I understand. Like, I've stayed in some relationships a tad too long because I thought maybe they'll change, or maybe like I can't stop thinking about anyone but them. I love them, and like the sunk loss fallacy. So to an extent, I get it. I get it. So I feel even bad saying this, but what happened was at some point, like I was at her apartment and she was just talking about, oh yeah, me and my man, like, he's probably gonna hook up with this other girl he hooks up with. And like he wants to do anal, but if I tell him to not do anal with me in the same week that he does anal with another girl, he'll respect that. He'll respect that. Because why wouldn't he? This man doesn't respect you enough to make you a girlfriend after almost a decade of on and off treating you like a fuck buddy and occasionally taking you out on dates. He's giving you more STDs than like positive compliments. And you mean to fucking tell me y- what? You mean to fucking tell me that also that doesn't even make sense. It's like what's the unsanitariness of fucking two people in the ass raw in 1 week. He shouldn't be fucking either of you raw. He shouldn't be. Oh my god. Anyway, I just kind of thought to myself, he happily gave you tons of STDs happily and lied to you about fucking other bitches and doing this and doing that. How about you just I'm a nice person. I wasn't gonna, but I did just say like, actually I don't think, I don't know, are you sure that you should do anal with him like at all, or like, because I like, are you sure that you can trust that he won't do it with anyone else? And then she paused and she gave me this stank ass look of like this little semi death glare, and she's a nice girl, but she death glared the shit out of me on some. And why wouldn't he? Why shouldn't I be able to believe him? As if I was just some fucking cunt speaking negative energy into her relationship. And it's like, how are you smart about every relationship except for your own? Then again, I'm a hypocrite, so like, just keeping that in mind. At least I'm a self-aware one, okay? And she acted like I was the worst bitch in the world for even daring to allude that like the guy who lied and manipulated, cheated, well, not even cheating because they aren't dating, but still fucked around and did all this awful shit to her health, would dare to do it again. Yeah, I don't know. So that kind of steamed me because she really got hella hostile about it. Like, hella fucking aggressive. And it's like, I know the person you should really be mad at, and it should not be me, sweetie. And then just for a week later, like, she sees me online, like, happy as fuck with Morgan. And then she, instead of saying anything positive, she just wants to be like, oh, well, just stay on your toes. Because he's probably going to fuck up again. Like, and actually, no, she wasn't even saying some supportive shit. Like, she was just saying shit like, oh, he's probably just with you because he can't find anyone else to fuck. Like, that's probably the only reason that he's with you. He's probably just with you and doing all this because there's no one else on the apps who wants to fuck him. So that's why he's going so hard with you. Because there's no one else that he's able to fuck, no one else that he can screw around with. Jesus, now that I'm even remembering this, I feel kind of less bad about talking shit about her on the internet, like the second I ended that friendship with her. Because she would do shit that made me just think, oh my god, I am fantasizing about slamming your head between the fucking car doors. Yeah, maybe she wasn't that nice of a girl. Yeah, she was kind of weird. But, whatever. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, but don't worry, even Morgan with his ain't shit ass, he was like, hey, she seems nice, she just has your best intentions at heart, probably she's just concerned because of the history of our relationship, and also I thought to myself, that's probably foreshadowing that Morgan is gonna do some fuck shit again, because instead of being angry, he's trying to convince me to stay friends with this girl. Ain't shit, nigga. But I got very fucking mad because it's like, girl, you mean to tell me I can't even give 0.1% like advice so that you can like keep your health and not have your pussy and your butthole fucked up off of some evil ass nigga? Oh, but when my evil ass nigga was actually having a redemption arc and being a stable person, like no sex addiction, no porn addiction, planning out a future with me, getting like Morgan actually was pretty good back then during that time period because he went from like no job to like a job at a cafe to I want to see Tamia again and like work hard to have a future with her and have kids with her. So I'm gonna like, and he like made sure he got like 2 fucking jobs just so that he could make as much fucking money as possible and fill up his time and like actually make money to take us out on dates and do things for me. Like, he tried, okay? Is Morgan a piece of shit? Yes, he is. Absolutely. Fucking terrible. But back then, he was good. So I just was very annoyed that it's like, okay, girl, you said you were rooting for me. You said, like, this, and that. But now, the second I'm doing better than you, then your own nigga is treating you, son, you have everything to fucking say. I don't know. I think that's also just, like, a sign of, like, if a friendship is good or not to you. Because also, funny enough, that same thing with the person I first talked about, the pregnant one who got pregnant by the coke dealer. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between if she's a nice girl or not. Like, but I guess, no offense, more people are pointing out signs that she's not. And I kind of had my last straw recently because, like, I was just minding my business. I was like, I just got home from this amazing ass date. I looked amazing. People said I was beautiful. I socialized. I made friends. I'm feeling fucking fantastic. And then this girl went out of her way to send me, like, a post made by someone that she knew damn well I didn't want to hear shit about. I already told her ass, like, I don't want to hear anything about these people. I'm separated from them. I don't want to know. I prefer to be happy. I don't like drama and bullshit. And then guess what? She decided anyway to do, as she, like, she's, I I already told her one of two things. One, stop doing that thing where you just like, instead of talking to me about normal things, like hey Tamia, how's your day doing? Oh, what have you achieved today? How's life? Or like even telling me about shit she's achieved. No, she just wants to sit around all day stalking all these fucking people, like, who are attached to her deadbeat ex. And to an extent, it's not even just to like see if she can find her ex. It's just to be a fucking hater ass bitch. It's like, girl, what the fuck? So she does this thing where she'll just hit me up and then list out like 18 names of people she hates and say like very vague, very incoherent like one-liners about why she hates them, or that conveniently leave out every detail to what she may have done to them. And it's like, I'm starting to see why not many people in the scene like you, girl. Like, Jesus Christ. And that got on my nerves because it's like, sweetie, I don't know these people. You're not providing me any real context. You're just being extremely vague. And also, I don't care. You see, I'm already struggling with my mental health or doing well. I would like, and it takes me out. It just puts me in a worse mood if I have to just, like, not get cared about. Is you spam me with all these names of these people I don't fucking know and all the vague drama between you and them that you'd never fucking elaborate on. And it's just like, yeah, why the fuck would I? Just, Jesus. Like, can she be fucking normal, basically? Also, I was tipsy at this event, and like, she just pulled an Irish goodbye on me. Even like, that's not cool at all. Like, what the fuck? You're not supposed to leave your tipsy and drunk girlfriends alone at events and venues where, like, yeah, that's common sense, I fear. Anyway, and then the other thing she fucking does is, yeah, if I'm having a, yeah, good day, bad day, doesn't matter. She'll just kind of just be like, oh, this is what my ex did, and I hate him. Also, these are like 18 people I fucking hate, and I'm listing it like, and this girl's a bitch because she told me I was loud at this event. No, the fuck I wasn't, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. And then on top of that, the other thing she does, I can tell her I don't want to know certain drama. She will tell me it anyway. Like, or I made it abundantly clear. I don't give a fuck about anyone at that one venue that I'm not going back to anymore, because guess what? They're all a bunch of pathetic losers. None of them are very smart. All of them do coke. And frankly, I'm okay with not being associated with a bunch of backyard fucking losers. And then it's like, I don't know, if you see me happy as fuck and you see me being out in public, like, ooh, I'm rocking my natural hair and sexy silk dresses, going to these cool ass events, getting rude romantically. I'm out here on like dates with fine ass men with beautiful eyes, and we're kissing and we're going out to this and that and having a great time. And I finally feel happy again after so much depression from all that Riley bullshit. And then guess what she did? Did she go, hey, Tamia, how was your date? Hey, Tamia, I'm happy for you. Hey, Tamia, let's talk about the good and the bad of this guy so we can go over his red flags and his green flags. No. No, you want to know what she did? She sent me a screenshot of some people she knows damn well I don't want to hear anything about, and she sent me a screenshot of some shit they said that could be a dig at me, could not be. Either way, why the fuck would you send me that? Because it's like, yay, you took me out of my positive headspace just to, yeah, you took me out of my positive fucking headspace for no fucking reason. And I just communicated again, but this time I was dead serious. Like, the other shit about her spamming me occasionally with like vague details about people she hates, that, like, she has crossed that boundary like once or twice after it was already set. But to me, I just ignore that shit and just kind of like let her talk to myself in my DMs until she wants to like be normal again. And even then, I know she's pregnant and stressed out, so to an extent I let it slide because of that. But otherwise, it's like, bitch, calm the fuck down, you know? So I had to hit her up like, hey, listen, you're cool, but you know, I don't want, you already heard me say I don't want to know anything about what those people are doing and that I've moved on. You see me happy, you see me flourishing. You already knew I didn't want to see that. And now I'm in a much worse mental state tonight. So how about that? Like, I thought you wanted me, if you want me to be happy, like, then, like, yeah. And then I even set her straight. But I did it politely. I said, also, frankly, I want to talk to you about cool things you've got going on, like cool hobbies you've got, events you're going to, things you're checking out. I would have even invited you to the date I had tonight, just to be like a nice little third wheel and see all the cool shit they had on, because you would have loved it. It would have been exactly your speed. And I know you don't want to think about your bitch ass ex. I know you don't want to think about these fucking people in the scene who you fucking hate. How about we do anything else? Like, we could talk about other stuff. Like, I'm still okay with you venting to me about your ex, but yeah, if you know I don't like these people, don't send me screenshots of whatever the fuck they're saying, whether it's you think it's a dig to me or not, because it doesn't matter. They're a bunch of fucking cokehead losers performing comedy in a backyard. I don't give a fuck what they're up to. They're fucking pathetic. And she was like, she basically hasn't talked to me since, but it's like, okay, girl, fucking good riddance, because I gave you a chance. You can't say I didn't, because it's like, yeah. And also, no offense, I've been a lot less stressed out since she's left. Like, a part of me's glum, like, oh, but it's also like, was she that good of a friend? Because eventually, like, I noticed that in some friendships I've had with women, it does stop being so much like, hey, we have fun lives and are adding to each other's lives, and starts being like, oh, okay, this girl has hit me up to trauma dump for the 4th day in a row and hasn't asked a single thing about how I'm doing and only hits me up when she needs something. Easy to leave. But yeah, I'm tired of motherfuckers just being like, ooh, Tamia, you need to choose better taste in men, and then they have the worst fucking taste in men. It's like, yeah, like, you had this dude cheating on you all the fucking time and you decided that he was perfect. I'm supposed to believe that you, of all people, would have been able to detect red flags better than me? Because I don't know, sweetie. I don't fucking know about that. And you know you got, like, really bad taste in people if my autistic ass that, like, has let red flags fly over my head before still ends up with better men than you, with better dates than you, better people than you. So how about you shut the fuck up and actually take your own advice sometime? Thank you and goodbye.